Once upon a time, there was a kind and gentle princess named Snow White. She lost both her parents when she was very young, so she had to live with her stepmother, the queen. Now, this queen wasn't your average stepmom. She was cold, cruel, and obsessed with being the most beautiful woman in the kingdom. Every day, she'd ask her magic mirror, "Who's the fairest of them all?" And for years, the mirror always said it was her. That answer kept Snow White safe, even though the queen made her wear rags and scrub floors like a servant. But one day, everything changed. Snow White was singing by a wishing well when a prince happened to pass by. He heard her voice and instantly fell in love. He climbed over the wall just to see her and sang along with her. She was startled and ran away at first, but came back when he sang her a beautiful song. The queen saw this and was furious, not just because of the prince, but because Snow White's beauty had clearly outshined her own. Later that same day, the mirror gave the queen some bad news. "You are no longer the fairest. Snow White is." That was it. The queen snapped. She ordered her huntsman to take Snow White into the woods and kill her. She even wanted her heart brought back in a box. But the huntsman, who had known Snow White since she was a child, just couldn't do it. At the last moment, he dropped his knife and told her to run and never return. To trick the queen, he brought her the heart of a pig instead. Terrified, Snow White fled into the forest. The trees seemed to reach out and grab her. The shadows looked like monsters, and scary eyes followed her everywhere. Finally, she collapsed to the ground, crying. Some friendly forest animals came to comfort her. She calmed down, apologized to them, and even sang a little song. The animals, touched by her kindness, decided to help. She told them she needed a place to sleep, and they led her to a little cottage in the woods. The place was messy and tiny, with 7 small chairs, 7 messy beds, and dishes everywhere. Snow White thought 7 messy little children must live there with no mother to care for them. So she rolled up her sleeves and, with the help of her new animal friends, cleaned the whole cottage from top to bottom. Those children were actually 7 dwarfs: Doc, Grumpy, Happy, Sleepy, Bashful, Sneezy, and Dopey, who worked all day in a diamond mine. When they came home and saw their house clean, they were shocked. They thought a monster had broken in. But when they peeked upstairs, they found Snow White fast asleep across their beds. Grumpy didn't trust her at first. He didn't trust anyone, but the others were curious. When Snow White woke up, she told them everything. The queen wanted her dead, and she had nowhere else to go. The dwarfs argued, but eventually agreed to let her stay. She promised to cook and clean for them, and in return, they'd protect her. Grumpy warned her not to trust strangers. Still, he secretly started to care for her, even if he didn't show it. As days passed, Snow White and the dwarves became a little family. She cleaned the house, cooked meals, and every evening they danced and sang together. Snow White even told them about the prince she had fallen in love with. Slowly but surely, even Grumpy warmed up to her. But back at the castle, the queen found out the truth. Snow White was still alive. Furious, she made a dark magic potion and turned herself into an old hag. Then she poisoned an apple with a deadly sleeping curse. Only true love's kiss could break it. Disguised as the old woman, the queen found the cottage and waited for the dwarfs to leave for work. Before leaving, Snow White kissed each of them goodbye, even Grumpy, who blushed. The queen then tricked Snow White into taking a bite of the cursed apple. Snow White fell into a deep, death-like sleep. The animals saw it happen and rushed to the dwarfs, who chased the queen to a cliff. Just as she tried to drop a giant rock on them, lightning struck, and she fell to her death. The dwarfs returned to find Snow White asleep, looking as if she had simply fainted. Heartbroken, they couldn't bear to bury her. Instead, they built a glass coffin and kept watch over her in the forest. Time passed. One spring day, the prince, yes, that prince, heard what had happened, and came to see her. Overcome with sadness, he kissed her. And just like magic, Snow White's eyes fluttered open. Everyone, dwarfs, animals, even Grumpy, cheered with joy. The prince gently lifted her into his arms, and together they rode off to his castle, where they lived happily ever after. Please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos.